This message is being transmitted on behalf of the Weather Administration Service. At 12:09 p.m. Central Standard Time, an unexpected heat wave has struck the districts on the West Coast, the Gulf Coast, and the Atlantic seaboard. This heat wave's temperature clocks in at 32 degrees Celsius, or approximately 90 degrees Fahrenheit. To be specific, the districts experiencing this heat wave include Ilahichik, Cascadia, California, Baja, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Dixieland, Virginia, Delmarva, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, New England, and New Scotland respectively. All residents of these districts should take basic precautionary measures if they choose to enter the outdoors. You are advised against being outside for extended periods, as you may experience heat exhaustion and/or sunburns from doing so. Shelter in place if you have to. Please remain tuned to the station as more information becomes available. The situation develops. Civil danger for the districts along the West Coast, the Gulf Coast, and the Atlantic seaboard. The following message is being transmitted on behalf of the government of the Netherlands Republic. This is not a test. To repeat, this is not a test. The Weather Administration Service and the Center for Aeronautics and Outer Space have just now ruled out that the cause of the temperatures rising is the sun turning into a red giant. The sun is nearing the end of its life cycle, and even as we speak, temperatures have climbed up to 37 degrees Celsius, or approximately 99 degrees Fahrenheit. All citizens of the Netherlands Republic are advised to shelter in place, as entering the outdoors is dangerous and highly unrecommended. Be sure that all cooling or air conditioning systems are fully functional. Please remain calm during this situation.
The following message is being transmitted on behalf of the government of the Netherlands Republic. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this message. This is not a test. To repeat, this is not a test. The Prime Minister of the Netherlands Republic will be speaking over the air shortly. Please stand by.
Good morning. It has recently come to my attention that temperatures have dramatically increased across our fair republic, which is due to the sun turning into a red giant. Before you get suspicious, it's imperative that you note that everything I'm saying in this message is official. Anyways, the sun's luminosity has increased, but my brain can't come up with a reason as to why something like this is even happening to begin with. Temperatures have recently gone up to 46 degrees Celsius, or approximately 115 degrees Fahrenheit, which is well past the human heat tolerance. The temperatures are projected to go up another 2 or 3 degrees, as the hours go by. There is no way out of this. In the situation that a viable plan can be developed, it would already be too late. If this escalates too far, all complex life forms will most certainly be gone, including the entire human race. For the time being, ensure that all cooling systems in your residences are fully functional, and try your absolute hardest to make it last. Goodbye for now.
This is an emergency action notification transmitted on behalf of the government of the Netherlands Republic. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this national emergency message. Seeing as this is an emergency action notification, this is not a test. To repeat, this is not a test. Our fair republic is in danger. The red giant sun situation is progressively worsening as the hours go by, as the sun has recently enlarged to 25 times its original size, causing temperatures to skyrocket to upwards of 46 degrees Celsius, or approximately 115 degrees Fahrenheit. All citizens are ordered to shelter in place, as death is almost certain if they choose to enter the outdoors. Even worse, communications are already faltering as we speak. It is currently unknown as to when communications will inevitably fail. For now, please remain tuned for more information as the situation develops.
The following message is being transmitted on behalf of the government of the Nether Star MC Republic. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this message. This is not a test. To repeat, this is not a test. The Prime Minister of the Nether Star MC Republic will be speaking over the air shortly. Please stand by.
Good evening. Or, at least, we wish it was a good evening. This is the final message from what remains of the Republican government. It is with a heavy heart that I, the Prime Minister of the Nether Star MC Republic, announce that our government has collapsed. Both of my affiliates have died of heat stroke, but I, by some sort of miracle, managed to stay alive, even as temperatures rise up to those far beyond the human heat tolerance. Anyways, it has come to my attention that planet Earth, as we know it, will soon cease to exist. The red giant will torch the land and boil the waters of our homeland. Planet Earth will become what is essentially an orb of steam with extreme temperatures, trapping all heat inside, until the red giant engulfs it, leaving nothing left. Speaking of, global temperatures as of right now are currently 67 degrees Celsius, or approximately 153 degrees Fahrenheit. Even as we speak, oceans are starting to evaporate, forests are being reduced to ash, and ecosystems are being destroyed. If you are still alive and are hearing this message, I advise the following things. Find an activity that makes you comfortable. Do what you can in these dying times. However, do not resort to crime. You can panic to whatever level you desire, but please remain a law-abiding citizen, as civilization comes to a close. You should also be ready to take the easy way out, as death to the red giant is excruciatingly painful. With that in mind, euthanasia is recommended for yourself and your loved ones beforehand, as you will be sparing them, and yourself, from the agonizing pain that lies ahead. We apologize in advance. This may seem harsh, but in a situation like this, there are no better options left. When temperatures inevitably climb up to 80 degrees Celsius, or 176 degrees Fahrenheit, communications are certain to fail. Servers will melt, and all the data we have archived will be lost forever. As a final announcement to the people of our fair republic, I would like to say, thank you, for being part of this great nation. The Nether Star MC Republic never would have existed had it not been for all of you. With that, our national anthem will be played over the emergency public broadcasting system following this message. May God lead those still alive through the fire and flames to a new hope. May God bless the Nether Star MC Republic.